There's many things you can do in Hypixel Skyblock. You can mine, you can farm, you can even kill mobs for coins. However, I'm going to be talking about farming in this episode because I do it way too much. Now, farming is an extremely broad subject, so I'm going to cut some things out, other things I might put in, I don't know, because I didn't really plan this video out too much. But still, subscribe, like, let's get 1 million subscribers in under a day. I think we can do it, and yeah, let's continue. Now, the concept of farming is pretty easy. You get a hoe, and then you just break a bunch of crops. However, I feel like you can go a bit more in depth when it comes to farming. One of the most important things to do with farming is building a farm. So, you see, I have this netherwort farm because netherwort, it's honestly one of the best money-making methods of all time. It's taken a while to load in, but don't worry about that. So, it's honestly a pretty easy farm to make. However, you need the right tools to do this. Thankfully, I have them. Now, for most farms, you're probably going to want a builder's one. Now, a builder's one, you can put things in it. You could also have them in your inventory. And then all you have to do is just right-click that same block. As you can see, if I break this, since there is soul sand in here, if I click up, boop, and then you could just continuously do this. See? It's so cool. And this just makes farms insanely easy to make, meaning that you spend less time building the farm and more time actually destroying it and then replanting it. But still, replanting is also pretty easy. You also have the netherwort pouch that can like plant things in like under 2 seconds. It's really nice. You definitely need this upgrade. Now, netherwort's honestly one of the easiest farms to make. Now, I have around 3 layers of this. Don't question why, I just do. And there's also different types of farms, as you guys can see. Now, some of them are easier to make than others. For example, a sugarcane farm, probably one of the longest time concerning farms to make, I guess, since it takes a while, since you can't use a pouch to just place a bunch of sugarcane. It just doesn't work like that, sadly. However, you got things like wheat and carrots that are extremely easy to make. All you have to do is get a pouch, not another one obviously, but you just get a pouch and then bam. But the hardest part with this is probably going to be placing the lights, which you need it for wheat, carrots. If this isn't cool, I do not know what is. Look at this. It just automatically places all of it for you. Look at that. Not a single one isn't planted. Okay, sometimes it glitches, but still, it's insanely OP for this thing. Definitely get this netherwort pouch if you're making a netherwort farm. So now that you have a farm, you probably want to farm it. Which, I mean, it's common sense. You kind of want to farm a farm. Now, there's different types of hoes and axes that you can use for each farm. So, I'm going to show some of them now. Now, I'm missing like 2 hoes, I think, or something like that, so I don't have everything. However, this is pretty much all the types of hoes that you need. Let me just scroll up here. So, as you can see, I have a Blessed Newton netherwort hoe. Now, Blessed is a reforge that you can easily acquire from the blacksmith. So, you just go down here, and then you zoom past everything, and then the smithmonger, that guy, right? You click him, you get this. It's the greatest thing ever. The greatest, alright? Put that on literally everything, and you'll be fine. Now, you also have the cocoa chopper, which is obviously meant for cocoa beans. You got the melon dicer for melons. You got the cactus knife for cactus. You got the fungi cutter, which apparently it can, like, switch modes. As you guys can see, I've never used it, though, so maybe I should use it. But besides that, you also have the pumpkin dicer. Now, mine is reforged. It's also recombobulated. It has everything. So, it's pretty good. And then finally, you have my sugarcane hoe, which is fully maxed out and is insanely good for farming XP. Get this if you want to get farming 60 or 50, whatever. And then finally, we have my casual carrot hoe, which, you know, has some enchantments. Nothing too much. Don't worry about that counter. Now, I'm going to be extremely serious right now. Farming can be extremely boring. There's no one denying this, alright? Unless you somehow enjoy it, just literally farming with nothing else, you got issues. However, I'm going to give you guys some tips just to make it a lot less boring and a lot more entertaining. Because in the end, you're probably farming for money or collection number 1, which, yeah, I have experience with both. So I'm going to share this experience with you and give you guys tips so you're not bored, and then you can farm more. It's great. Now, my very first tip is honestly pretty simple. Watch something. Now, a lot of people probably don't have 2 monitors, which, I mean, you could get one. It makes it a lot easier. So, yeah, you want to try and get 2 monitors, but if you can't, then use one, and then you could also shrink Minecraft. I'm not going to show it on here, because I think you know how to shrink your screen. But, yeah. So then just watch YouTube or watch a show. You know, I do that all the time, and it makes time go by so much faster when you're watching something while farming. Now, it might be hard to don't do like 2 tasks at once, so if you can't do that, then, I don't know, find something else to do, because I don't know how you don't multitask something. Because I know how to do it, but let's move on. Now, going for carrot number 1 is no easy feat, alright? The guy has over 1 billion carrots, he isn't stopping. Now, because of this, it might be demotivating, and it might be boring to farm as well, which is why this is tip number 2. Make sure you have a goal that you're aiming for. Now, most people when they farm, they're either getting to farming 60 or 50, I won't judge. However, they also might want money or collection number 1 or some sort of goal like that. If you have a goal in your mind, you can easily work towards it, and over time, you'll see just how fast you're actually getting towards this goal. Now, this helps me a lot because I like money in Skyblock, of course, and then I also want to get to carrot number 1. So both of these things motivates me to keep on farming, which I do every day. For probably more hours than a normal person should, but come on, who's looking at that? Not me. Not me at all. Tip number 3, talk to a friend. If you don't have one, you're out of luck. Tip number 4, try your very hardest to not get bored. Okay, that wasn't a very good tip, however, just if you think that farming's boring, you're probably gonna think that it's boring forever, alright? There's no way around it, so if you get in the mindset that farming actually could be fun, then bam, you're set for life. You're gonna be that much more motivated to do it, rather than thinking, oh, farming's boring, all you do is run up and down. No, you gotta think like, wow, I'm so excited to farm, wow, look at me go, I'm just going up and down and making money, it's so good, alright? Just think like that, and bam, you farm that much more faster. It's scientifically proven, totally. My final tip for you is don't farm 24/7. I mean, if you want to, go ahead, I'm not gonna stop you. However, the issue that most people have is that they grind something for so long that they just get burnt out, and then they'll never want to play this thing again, or do this thing. So, this doesn't just have to do with farming anymore, this literally has to do with anything. Don't do it constantly, every single day, unless you 100% know that you won't get burned out. For example, me, I farm every day because I know that I can limit myself and also not get bored of it. So, make sure you limit yourself. Do maybe an hour or 2 each day if you have that much time. If not, maybe 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, I don't know. So, yeah, those are my 5 very expertise tips. And, yeah, let's continue. Now, earlier I was speaking about money and collection. This is probably the biggest 2 motives for farming. Now, money, I have good news for you. There's probably already thousands of videos on this, but netherwart farming is literally the best way of making money. Now, this totally depends on what type of setup you have. So, make sure you have a good setup, which is a tier 3 netherwart hoe. Maybe recombobulate it? I don't know, you don't have to. But it gives you like 1% more netherwart, so I'd go for it. And then also, you want to make sure you have Turbo Wart 5, which is extremely expensive, but you're making that money back so fast. And then finally, your farming level has a big play to do with it. So make sure you have a somewhat high farming level, otherwise don't expect to get that much netherwart. It's just not happening. But with my farming setup, I have all those things, plus a level 100 legendary elephant pet. Now, I make around 6 million coins per hour, which is around 2 to 3 layers of nether wart. Now, this is insane, because before when I was farming carrots, I made maybe 3 mil an hour. Granted, I was also getting carrot collection. However, now, 6 million coins an hour is insane. Now, I've heard that people with farming 60 might be getting 9 million coins an hour. Don't take my word for that, but it's a possibility. So yeah, that's the art of farming. It's an extremely competitive, yet rich, yet so many different things. I don't know how to describe it anymore. But farming, probably one of my favorite things to do in Skyblock, besides maybe dungeons. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And let me know how you guys think of this type of video. Since I don't really do things like this, maybe I'll explain like my carrot collection or something like that. But I haven't really explained this broad subject type of video. So yeah, let me know how you guys think of it. If you like it, hit a like. If you don't like it, hit a like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.